Alright, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Lucha Guy, and I'm back with another video. But first, I'm gonna start all. Well, fuck it, since I already got into it first. I'm gonna talk about this, and that is this Dario Cueto thing about the season 5. And I've been waiting a while to talk about this, and I think right now is the best time. I'm going to do an end of the year video, and I'm gonna address a few things, and that's. Because Dario was alive the whole season, because it was right after the wake. So right after this, that we saw at the end of at the beginning of season 4. In the very beginning of season 4, the first episode, the Aztec Warfare. It was the wake for Dario Cueto, but they're trying to make it seem like he was alive the whole time. If right at that event, Edo Star went there and he gave him Captain Vasquez's amulet and it woke up Dario Cueto. And it's funny because Captain Vasquez always wanted to take down Dario Cueto, but her amulet was what killed her. She had to give it up, and it gave Dario Cueto life. So that's kind of funny. But since Dario Cueto was alive the whole time, I'm wondering what the hell was he at during most of season 4 or all of season 4? What was he doing? He had to been aware that the Agent Winter shot him. He had to been aware that his father was back. I mean, what was going on? And I wonder, what is Edo Star's true intention? Why come he didn't address this? They could have showed him telling this, explaining this in the back to some of the wrestlers that he trusted, like King Creno, Dragon Azteca Jr., maybe even possibly Melissa Santos, if you trust her. But I just wonder, like, why come Edo Star didn't tell anybody this? That's just odd and weird to me. That this was never, like, mentioned in the season. This wasn't brought up at all. I thought that it definitely would have helped out this season's ratings. It would have made this season seem a little bit more interesting if we would have known all along that Dario Cueto was somewhere hiding and still alive and he wasn't dead. Because I bet you a lot of people, when it came out that the ratings was low this season, I can almost guarantee you guys that a lot of people were like, wait a minute, Dario Cueto's dead, and they killed Katrina off, and they barely showed her as it is. And a lot of the deaths this season was just, it was like, come on. I mean, every show they were killing off people were like tuning out. I understand a lot of cable providers, a lot of cable packages, they lost the airway network, but I can almost assure you that if we would have at least seen that Dario Cueto was alive somewhere, they would have shown him a little bit in cinematics and not backstage, but outside segments with Edo Star and trying to, talk to some of the tribe, 7 Aztec tribe wrestlers. It would have definitely helped out the season. It would have made it seem more interesting and we would have known this. But I'm just curious to what was Dario Cueto doing and why was he hiding and why come they waited to the end to show us? I understand the end, they need a big shebang to end the season with. But especially they don't even know that they're going to return for season 5. I think it would have gave them a lot more buzz if people would have seen that Dario Cueto was actually alive the whole time and not actually dead. That they made it seem like he was dead or whatever. Another thing I do want to talk about is this. The wrestlers are going to have to pick and decide which side they're going to be on, Antonio Cueto or Dario Cueto. I know the order is going to be on Antonio's side, and the order right now we know is Jake Strong, Wade Barrett is the Lord, this Vampiro's Master, and I will address in a second, and there's like some guys out there right now don't even have hosts. The Gauntlet doesn't have a host, and neither does Matanza's God, because Matanza's dead, so his God doesn't have a human host. And Taya now, her god was Rosa. She's the host for that god, but Taya doesn't even meet up with the rest of the gods. I'm wondering if they even know right now, like, I don't even know if they knew that Rosa was ever a god. It didn't seem like it, because I think that Antonio Cueto and some of the other people would have went after Ricky Mundo, and they would have made Ricky Mundo give up that doll, I think, if they would have known that there was a god all along, but and after seeing season 5, maybe they know when Taya's being booked real strong, not booked real strong, but they're going to know she's winning matches and she's like undefeated and she's really ruthless and really strong. They're going to know this fast that she's like a guy. So then maybe that's when they're going to try to approach her to order. But it didn't seem like they really knew even that. Because, I mean, Ricky Mundo, I mean, he was weaker like a jobber. So, of course, that Rosa wouldn't find him useful. But I thought that Rosa was going to pick Johnny Mundo to be a guy, but I guess she wanted a woman. She told her she was a perfect woman and a perfect host. So I guess she wanted a woman in the back to be the host, but whatever. I mean, I'm just trying to figure that out. Is Talia gonna align with the Order? I'm sure she's gonna have to, because now she's like a heel. And then the other wrestlers like Johnny Moon, or the people that's not even a part of the Aztec tribes, like the Mag Evil Lees, they're all gonna have to decide, like, okay, do we want to go with Antonio Cueto or Dario Cueto? Do we want to die in this little War of the Worlds, or War of the Lucha Gods, or whatever this stuff is called? War of the Lucha Tribes versus the Gods. I mean, they're gonna have to decide in this little war in Lucha Underground, the Lucha world, which group do they want to be with? They don't want to be with the gods, the Order, or do they want to be with the 7 Aztec tribes? They're gonna have to decide, especially people like the Mac and Evil Lees. And no, Johnny Muno's gonna be against the Order now, because he already don't like Antonio Cueto, and he's like part of the reason why Matanza's dead. Not a huge reason, but he's somewhat to blame. He gave up the gauntlet back to Edo Star, and Edo Star gave it to Dragon Azteca Jr., who gave it to Black Lotus, and that's what killed Matanza. They ripped his heart out. So I'm sure Johnny Muno's gonna be with Antonio Cueto, even though they had a rough past as well. I'm gonna definitely have to do a different video about what wrestlers are gonna be where. It seems like it might be like how like an invasion angle was, faces versus heels in Lucha Underground for season 5. But that's me talking about this. And one thing I do want to get into now is talking about Vampiro's master. This was the original master. His name is Bestia 666. I don't know, it's some devil worshipping type shit, but this is the original master that Vampiro was talking to at the end of season 3. And not this scrummy looking fucker here. You could tell that that's not the same guy that they brought in. It's not the same guy that they brought in here.
Has come full circle as Pentagon, Dark, and Vampiro with all those weapons. Let him taste blood again.
And this guy's like 25, 26. The other guy's 29. This guy's way too young to be a... He was born in 92 or 93. There's no way at his age he would be a master like that for a Vampiro. Fucking flips and shit. This is some, like, I don't know. I wanted a powerhouse in this position. I wanted a strong, muscle guy. Because, I mean, this flying around, flippity shit, I'm not into. And I thought that was a woman. I'm not into that at all. I am not into that at all. But this was the original master. And this guy's 29 in real life. But that's it with me talking about Lucha Underground. Who do you guys think was a better master? Bestia 666 or that little flippity kickity indie guy? I'm going with this guy. He looks more real. Or they could have, why can't they bring back Vibra? I don't know if he was even like his injury was recovered, but the guy who played Vibra, the Luchasaurus, he would have been a perfect replacement for this guy. They need a tall, muscle guy with long hair, and I think that this guy would have been perfect, or even Vibra. But I don't know. I don't know why they're going with that little indie guy flying around, but whatever. I'm not going to be that much excited for that. And this is for Riddler guy. He told me that there's people out there saying that wrestling right now is in a boom. Look, it's not, people. Wrestling right now is not in a boom period. It's not even a start of it. When wrestling's in a boom, you could tell because, okay, right now they're getting WWE is getting pre-Attitude Era type ratings. Impact just got kicked off another network. New Japan, they lost a lot of buzz. And I mean, American wrestling fans are not going to care for Japanese wrestling. This isn't like the 90s where you had WCW and EC, not really minor degree ECW, but mainly WCW was what was hot outside of WWF. And honestly, WCW was hot for the longest. Even when WWF was in that dark period, it was going through a drought. It was losing money. They almost went out of business during that mid-90s in your house era shit that was going on from like 93 up until most of 97. It was like December of 1997 where they hit that boom period. So going into 1998, they were already in a new boom period. And that boom period lasted from late 1997 up until, no, this picture says 1997 through 2001. But I think the boom period obviously lasted from late 97 up until early 2002. But you gotta understand, he had cool characters at that point. Wrestling was edgy. Nobody's seen it as a joke. Or like nowadays, you talk about wrestling in public, people look at you weird. There's so many reasons you could tell this is not a boom period. And that Christmas episode of Raw drew a 1.22. It drew a 1.22 rating. That's ridiculously low. That's like some TNA type levels of shit. There is no boom period going on, and you people out there saying this need to stop. Who's a Stone Cold out there right now? Who's even that over? There's not even nobody over like Austin and Rock. And I'm not even talking about them in the like 2000, 2001, 2002. I'm talking about Rock and Austin in like 97. When they're in a mid-card feuding for the IC title. There's not even nobody over on that damn level. That's pathetic. They don't even have a damn Triple H out there right now. There's not even Seth Rollins, AJ. Those guys are alright, but they're not like major stars. They're not like they're not like larger than life stars. This is not a boom period. This indie shit they got going on. This new era. I'm gonna have to sit back and see. I know Vince said that there's gonna be a new era, even though it already supposed to be a new era since 2015 or whatever, since they've been doing this Roman Reigns shit, but I have to sit back and wait and see. They're promising that there's going to be change, so we're going to have to wait and see. But right now, people stop. This is not a boom period. I had even more proof than that. Like, the promotion right now that has the most buzz is All Elite Wrestling, and that promotion doesn't even exist. I wish it could be Lucha Underground, but I know, like I said, the last season was kind of weak, and a lot of cable providers dropped. A lot of cable packages dropped the Elway network. I know people can still watch Lucha Underground online on YouTube, but I know they're gonna have to hype their YouTube channel up more with more matches and stuff, because they're the ones that's missing out on that ad money for the YouTube channel. They're barely uploading content. What's the point of having a YouTube channel and you're getting ads and stuff, and they're not even uploading content on their channel? Like, they're the ones that's missing out on money on that. Even Impact isn't even that damn dumb now. I mean, I love Lucha Underground, but I wish there would be like a stronger. There should be another stronger like another stronger option outside of WWE. There should be another option. It's not New Japan, because they're in a whole different time zone. A lot of American wrestling fans are not gonna watch Japanese wrestling when a lot of the Japanese commentators. I understand they do have English commentators, but it's just that all the overall. It's just the overall, all-around Japanese promotion. They barely got any even like wrestlers there that's even American. They would have needed a CM Punk and a Daniel Bryan to possibly even bring in more interest from America, but that's not gonna happen. I think a lot of indie fans, I don't want to say the word smarks, but I think indie fans, that's why they're hyping up All Elite Wrestling. They want that to be the American version of New Japan. Because I think All Elite Wrestling is going to be New Japan mixed with ROH. I just hope that they don't be out. They focus on storylines and characters. Because we don't need more of these little Ring of Honors and PWGs. We don't. I hope Cody Rhodes knows what he's doing with that. And hopefully it's at least Lucha Underground with All Elite Wrestling that could be the threat going into like the 2020s. But this is your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out. Let me know what you think about the Lucha Underground thing with Dario Cueto being alive. What do you think his deal was? What was him and Edo Star's plan? Why was Dario Cueto hiding? What do you think he was up to? Because I would hope that he was trying to like put together a plan, at least with like I hope Dario Cueto was trying to put together a plan with Edo Star, Dragon Azteca Jr. and old Dario Cueto was trying to put a plan together with those guys, a little group of Edo Star, Dragon Azteca Jr., and King Cueto. Because I know he has to be aware that even Matanza was a god this season. Maybe that's why he didn't want to come out. Because the guy that his brother that he loved to talk to was even a god that was on the side with the people that try to kill him. And I'm gonna have to look into this. I could have sworn that Agent Winters told the dad, Antonio Cueto, at the wake, that you're the guy that ordered the hit. So Antonio Cueto was the one to put out the hit on Dario for screwing up the gauntlet and giving it away to Cage, and Cage didn't know how to handle it. And let me know what you think about who was a better master. I'm going with this guy, not that little scrummy, flippity kickety, high flying indie guy they brought in. And let me know what you think about, like, this is not a boom period, but if you guys believe that there's a boom period coming soon, let me know. Why do you think that? This is your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out, and there will be more videos dropping next year about Lucha Underground Season 5 if I find out anything. Right now, the news on that is dry, but yeah, right now there's more buzz with All Elite Wrestling in Season 5 of Lucha Underground, but I'll keep you guys posted if I hear anything, and it is what it is. I'll try to talk to even some wrestlers if I came from Lucha Underground and see if they even heard anything. But I know that they need even to find a new place to film. They don't even have a temple, and they need to even get some of the wrestlers back together and stuff like that. But this is your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out. Please hit like and subscribe, and Monster Lucha Slam that like button. Peace.